Hey everybody, Texas Stroker here, Lance of Performance Shop, LoneStarMopars.com. From time to time I try to do things a little bit different in an effort to diversify the channel, add some different content, might bring some new people in, might spark other people to connect with it better, whatever the result may be. And my logic behind that is YouTube is a very fickle place. It's been going downhill since 2014 when Susan took over as CEO. And subsequently things have tanked. We were demonetized early this year, and that's funny because I've got other channels that are doing that had way more subscribers and views but weren't making near as much money. It's very interesting setup. But without going too much into that, like I said, you know, this won't be for everybody, but maybe it'll bring in some new people. Maybe it's also something you're into cars and weightlifting or something along those lines. And I say that because we're going to take a look at these. What are they, you ask? Well, they are Lockjaw's Hex collars. These are designed for your standard 2-inch bars, 50 millimeter. Nice that they put that there for me. They secure the plates and protect the bar finish. We'll check out why here in just a second, but they are slim, light, and extremely durable. Ideal for home, gym, or group fitness. So you can get these direct from Lockjaw or through Amazon. If you buy them from Amazon, it's very important that you at least get the link from Lockjaw directly. And I say that because there are a ton, and I do mean a ton, of knockoffs of this type of a design. These are kind of the original. They're at least of a known quality. The rest of the knockoffs, you might get something pretty good, maybe possibly better, and a very good chance that you get something that you paid just about the same price for that's also a piece of trash. I was a little hesitant to try these. I've got a new curl bar coming. And needless to say, the good stuff is about $45 regardless of where you get it from. OSO was bought out by Rogue. Lockjaw has recently, I believe, introduced an aluminum collar. The other thing I was curious about these, kind of to tie in with my nephew, was if they were easier to release. A lot of the old school collars are kind of difficult for younger people, or people that aren't just in the gym all the time. But regardless of the color option, these are $24.99. The lightest of their Olympic collar lineup is the Hex. It features a patented quick-locking latch and maximum gripping surface area. They feature proprietary dual compound construction, and the unique design makes Hex not only durable, but also lightweight. It will hold the plates secure. And let me go over the color options here for you, if I can. The website may not cooperate with me. There's a ton of them. Let me see if I can find a picture, since it won't give me the options. Dun, 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 dun. I know there's a group picture of them somewhere. Or there used to be. I guess there's not, but looks like there's yellow, pink, black, orange, which is actually really cool. Again, that ties in with my color schemes. Red, the blue that you're about to see, gray, which is kind of a neat look, black, there's sort of like a sublime color. And I guess that's what we'll just run with, because for whatever reason they're not letting me view that on the site. But for $24.99, I feel like these are pretty good. There's a lot of collars you can get for $9.99, and I just don't know about the quality. This is from Avis Design, and if you'll note, they are made in China, but again, this company is very well respected, and there's an awful lot of people that have used these for many years. I am curious if this is something that you're into. What do you use? Why? Have you had any issues with it? Are you planning to switch at your next necessity, whether it's just something to stick on in order to get free shipping, or is it a situation where they're dead, they don't grip like they used to? Very interested to know. That said, these are sold by the pair, so $24.99 gets the pair. That's important to note, because again, the top of the line collars, you're looking at around $45, roughly just almost double the price. But again, these will fit. What's sad to me, there's so many people, and a lot of my weight stuff was on a 1-inch bar, right? You get it when you're like, 12, 13 years old, it seems. And people don't really take advantage of that, and I think it's a pretty legit market. You could do the same design here just for 1 inch. But that's just my logic. Now, I have noticed these are super loose, and I've never played with them outside of the packaging, but again, you can kind of see just that right there, the lever action, which is just, effortless, really. If you were concerned, like maybe you've got, kids, grandkids, niece, nephew, their first time going to the gym, or they're having to lift weights, or they're doing it at school through a program, or you put them in a class and they kind of want to do a little bit at home type of a deal. The big investment, that's of course going to be your bar. You want to get a good bar. But if you do opt to go with collars, you're going to want something, you know, that they can work easily. This would also be good, I suppose, for seniors, you know, that are still kind of trying, maybe the grip strength is down or something. This should secure solidly on the 2-inch bar, and then that right there is just enough to slip it off. So I never saw videos on these. I just kind of thought, well, you know, that's pretty reputable. That's the route we'll go. Plus, I'm not going to lie, the color scheme here, blue and silver, I really liked. You got the Lockjaw logo there. But yeah, these are just as easy to operate in the packaging as they are out of the packaging. And so if you're someone, for whatever reason, whether it's, you know, a parent, you're senior, I literally mean that, you know, like senior citizen, not like 18 in high school, or college for that matter. But if it's just a deal where if you're having trouble with maybe like the springs, you know, you have to really kind of compress those things. If you're having trouble with those, or you don't like the set screw collars, these are $24.99. They are plastic, and that in and of itself is good and bad. Now, the good thing is you're not going to scuff up your bar, right? If you've got a nice finish on it, maybe Cerakote, you don't want to chip the finish off. If it's metal or chrome plated, you don't want to chip that off either and start the rusting process. If it's stainless, you just don't want to scuff it, right? That would be top of the line, best choice, I suppose. But this should, again, it's kind of like the old hardness scale, you know, this is softer than metal, so it will not scuff your bar, and that's the beauty of them. $24.99, again, you can get them straight from the manufacturer or through Amazon if that's your cup of tea or you're buying something anyway. Again, you're almost at free shipping with these anyway, and they do have a couple of other options. These are, I believe, their cheapest, and I'm not quite sure. I didn't really see anything that would differentiate the others. I'm sure there's people more knowledgeable on that than me. Feel free. I think they have a set for $38, they're Olympic style, and there's like something for $42, and then, like I said, that aluminum one that they've started making, that clocks in just shy of $45. But I gotta say, I'm a little bit leery of anything plastic. Even my first ever weight set, the wider 140 weight bench, back when I was like 12 or something, even that came with metal collars, right? And I don't know, maybe I've heard a lot of people say if you're, you know, kids just getting into this, maybe not even have the collars, particularly if they try to work out on their own, like when you're at work or coming home or something. That way, if they get the bar dropped or they're in a pickle, they can just turn and kind of have a dump and then flip the bar, which sounds shady to me. I was never taught that, but I've heard more and more people say that recently. So nonetheless, I am excited to try these out. I brought in a new bar. Not going to make a video on that because honestly 7 feet is very awkward to film, is the honest reason for that. But it's a pretty sweet bar. I'm excited about it. I'm going to see how I like these, and of course I brought in a competitor to see which one I like better, and one of these will go on that bar and the other will go on the curl bar. Curl bar is something I always wanted, and it seemed like the local ones always sucked. There was just a sporting goods store, and it's one of those things, you like put it in your hand, it's sort of like the Husky ratcheting wrench. I'm like, that's crappy. And the price didn't, you know, necessitate the purchase. You're like, you're not too far off from one of like the good ones, right? And that's sort of where I was. But these will be used, and I will see how they hold up again. I'm kind of leery of them being plastic. I'm more of a metal man myself, but I mean, you can see I can articulate them, you know, just index finger, traffic finger, ring finger that's awkward to use. The pinky can articulate these just fine. So they are super, super user-friendly. Now, what concerns me there is, will they, A, support weight, or B, is it going to be a situation where over time this wears out quicker? And I don't know the answer to those, and I'm going to try to figure that out as I use it. So like I said, I'll put them on both bars. We'll probably do a head-to-head comparison. That way I only have to film the loadable portion of the bar, which is easier to do. But long story short, if you had, say, a loadable dumbbell, and these were your collars, and you were going to do like dumbbell presses or overhead stuff, do I trust this holding, you know, 60 pounds or so on one side as it's like inverted overhead? I don't know that I do. So I'll probably just load up the barbell and hold it upright and have all the weight pushed down on this and see what it does. Same thing I do when I jack a car up. Every time I put it on stands, before I slide under it, I get on the top and I rock the snot out of it, because if the car's going to fall, I want it to fall when I'm not underneath it, and that goes the same with plates. Now keep in mind, you're probably not going to be doing a lot, but in the event that it did tip, or it's, you know, for your kids or somebody you're training type of a deal, that could come in handy. But I gotta say, these do feel pretty decent when you discount the fact that they're plastic. The plastic, again, not gonna scuff my bar. Super, super easy to articulate. I mean, I can't tell you how effortless that is. If we have a toggle switch in the duster, or even this rocker back here on the instrument cluster for the charger, if you ever wondered what that was, it's a 6870 Rally Dash. I would have to put more effort into like flipping the lights on in the charger than I am with this. So pretty cool. And like I said, if they're solid and they're half the price of pretty much the top of the line stuff, that's good news. But I will leave it at that. If you have used these and you love them, let me know. If you have used these and you hate them, let me know. If you've used these at your gym or you picked some up type of a thing, let us know why you got them, what you think of them, and most importantly, how they're holding up. Because again, initially, you know, I don't have much negative to say aside from I don't know how they're going to work because I've never had the privilege of using them. But if there's something that you brought in and you were super excited about because they were your color scheme or you'd heard good things about them and they lasted 3 months, that's going to be a significant negative, and I would like to know about that. But that said, there they are, and as I mentioned, I'm just trying to do something a little bit different every once in a while, break up the content. You know, granted, my main MO, the bread and butter, is going to be car stuff, which ties in with tools, and this is just kind of something else I do on the side, and I thought I'd throw it in and you know, see how it goes. So that said, thanks so much for watching. Let us know your thoughts on these Lockjaw hex collars. Again, $24.99. I got them from Amazon because I got something really cool over here we're going to take a look at later. But I will quit rambling. Be looking out for a comparison with these against something that you'll probably be interested in, which I'm not going to announce because it'll be a upcoming video, and then we'll probably do the head-to-head, or if I do the head-to-head and they just suck, I'll probably just come back with a comment that says, hey, these look really nice and seemed good, but they are in fact trash. I've got my fingers crossed they're going to serve me well. Like I said, first-hand experience from yourself. Feel free to leave that down below, help everybody out. I'll catch you back here in just a little bit for more action from the shop.